Holy Shinto. Beverly Hills Ninja. Holy Shinto. Holy Shnikes. Tommy boy. Donnie Trump is hawking Bibles. They're called God Bless the USA Bibles. Insane. Insane. The lack of shame that this man has. He will sell anything to anyone, anytime. Ultimate grifter. The Trump Bible, if you didn't see the post, you can watch the short video that he did where he's holding the Bible. I didn't notice if it was upside down. I should have looked. I would imagine that's probably how he reads it. 2 Corinthians, as he said. It's called the God Bless the USA Bible that Trump is hawking. $60. $60 for the King James Version, where you could just get one free from any hotel room. King James Version, by the way, not a good one. Tough to read. It's a difficult read. We know Trump ain't read it. And this is coming from a guy who I was just, before I got on the live stream, I was listening to the Bible app. I would say read the Christian Standard Version or God's Word version. Very easy to digest. You still got to read the footnotes, but it tells the story much easier than the old English King James Bible. But Donald Trump is selling a God Bless the USA Bible. And you know what sets this one apart? If you're a fan of the First Amendment and no established religion in the U.S., or the separation between church and state, like Thomas Jefferson summarized with the Constitution, if you're a fan of that separation, if you're a fan of Article 6, where it says, you know, there shall be no religious tests required for any office, any political office being held, if you're a fan of that setup of the Constitution, you're not going to like this Bible. Why? Because as Donald Trump brags, and I would imagine it's a big selling point for the God Bless the USA Bible, he says, this Bible has the Constitution in it, notes from the Founding Fathers. I wonder if there are any notes from Thomas Jefferson talking about the separation between church and state. It also has the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm sure some Trump propaganda, some Trumpaganda. Probably got an image of him right in the front. Apparently during this Holy Week, and that's why he's releasing it, Good Friday coming up, $60, $59.99. With taxes, it's got to be like $62. I can't get over this. But apparently Trump compared his plight to the same as Jesus, which is a fascinating take. I don't know many people that can openly and honestly say that they are in parallel to walking the life of Jesus, and especially a guy who, when he did a photo op with the Bible, held it upside down. When he was reciting something or talking about Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, he said 2 Corinthians. I mean, it just shows you how foreign he is with this thing. And I mean, that's just the obvious common sense stuff. But this dude, hawking and selling a God Bless the USA Bible, I mean, the irony is delicious. This is some of the stuff I love. It makes me want to sell like a monogamous Quran. You know? Just the antithesis of what they believe. Or I want to sell God's version of the Satanic Bible. That's what I would like to sell. I'd like to sell God's POV Satanic Bible. Because the way Trump is hawking Lee Greenwood's song Bible, that's what they should have called it. This Bible brought to you by Lee Greenwood and his song, God Bless the USA. And there are people dumb enough to buy this. If you're willing to spend $60 on a King James Bible that you could have got for free from any Holiday Inn, just check the first drawer next to the bed. Man, would I like to sell you a God's version of the Satanic Bible, or a guide to Islam by a monogamous man or a monogamous woman. I'd like to sell you a guide to how to drive for women in the Middle East. I'd like to sell you, what else? A non-kosher, all-you-can-eat Jewish diet. That's what I'm going to sell. Does Trump hear himself out loud, or does he just understand people are that dumb? He's like, listen, my sneakers were a hit. I literally sold people gold sneakers, and they sold for what, $600 or something? He's like, there's no stopping me. These people will gobble it up and not think twice. They'll be like, finally, a Bible with the Constitution in it. So in the First Amendment, I can read how it said there will be no establishment of religion. What the fuck? You know a dude's in debt if he's selling a Bible for $60. I want to know how the sales go, though. I'm very curious. Is that not bewildering? I mean, what is next for Trump? A waterless pool? What is he going to be selling? A dry slip and slide? What is next for this dude? A cell phone with 1G. Get the Trump cell phone. It's dial-up. You got to plug it in to the wall. You have to be plugged into a modem, but it's the best phone. It's very great. It's huge. These people, this is a cult. Like, you can't deny it's a cult. It's just like any cult that just buys into whatever they're saying. Because if you're paying $60 for the King James version of the Bible that has the Pledge of Allegiance in it, oh my God. And who has $60 for a Bible right now? Just in case you don't know, the app on your phone, the Bible app, it's free. And it reads to you. It's amazing. It's a free audiobook, the Bible app. And people are probably going to purchase this Trump Bible, the God Bless the USA Bible. The irony. My God. I am baffled. And if you want to follow along, I put the link to the Newsweek article in the description. And you can watch the video in that link too if you're curious to see Trump's commercial to sell this Bible. The Trump Bible. Now I've seen it all. End of days are near, folks. The end of days are nigh. You know, man, it's just frustrating. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Might go live again later. If you missed it last night, I went live to talk about the Bad Boys 2 trailer. I don't know if anybody got to watch the Bad Boys 2 trailer. I really want to do a reaction video to it, but I'm nervous to do one on YouTube because YouTube AI bots are so tricky on copyright claims and all this, so I gotta figure it out. But watch the Bad Boys trailer. We're living in a weird world. 2024 is weird, man. I wonder if the Bible comes. He should have. You know what would have been worth the $60 if he sold the Bible that was upside down. That the cover was on. No, the cover was upside down. The whole thing was upside down. That's the gimmick. Poking fun at himself. Hilarious. There are people, just like people go to Joel Osteen's church, there are people that are going to buy this Trump Bible. And what do you think? Should we have a Bible where the Pledge of Allegiance is in it, where the Constitution is the first page? I mean, that's a holy book. I remember when people got mad at my buddy because he ripped a page out to roll a jibba. But that is just a weird thing to do, to stick a bunch of the government's paperwork at the front of Jesus' story. You know, Jesus was American. He's a white American guy. Good blue collar man. This is crazy. Oh my God. Oh. All right, I just wanted to bring you that news. Thanks for joining the struggle. Thanks for joining the class war. I'm going to try to jump on a little bit later, so please hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. It's free for you. It means the world to me too. I really appreciate everybody that has joined lately, so thank you very much. There were a couple other things I wanted to talk about, but as soon as I came across that Trump thing, I'm dazed and confused. This dude, does he have no shame? Like, is that it? He just doesn't care as long as it's so money driven. Especially when people are working. There are churches working to get Bibles to people for free, to spread the word, to make sure people have access to it. It's so weird that this is a gate-kept thing for $60 to buy the God Bless the USA Bible. That's so weird. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. I just want to bring that to you. And please go in the description. You can watch that video. A King James version too. Like, he couldn't even have done like a Trump version of the Bible. You know? That maybe, if Trump recorded the audiobook, the Trump version of the Bible, hilarious, right? You get his affectation, his accent, talking about how Jesus was the greatest, the biggest ever, the best in world history. He was huge, loved by all the people. Some people hated him, though. Many people hated him. We could have talked about how it's a witch hunt. I mean, that would have been hilarious. Trump, who is on your team, buddy? And I mean, I think you're a scumbag, but that's a brilliant idea, right? You do the Trump, instead of the King James version, the King Trump version, where you read the story. I mean, I don't think you'd ever take the time to read the Bible, but you summarize the story of Jesus and you sell it as an audiobook. That's fucking hilarious. I mean, Alec Baldwin, or was he in prison? I don't know. He's facing charges. Who else does a good Trump? The other guy that does the Trump impression on Saturday Night Live. I don't know his name, but he does a great one. He's hilarious, and the writers nail it. I hope Saturday Night Live, SNL, Lorne Michaels, if you're watching this, you got to do Trump reading the Bible to kids. Somebody needs to parody that and put it on Audible. If I could do a good Trump impression, I mean, I'd do it. That is effing hilarious. And to be able to cash in on him is even more funny. Just like he's cashing in on these dopes who want to pay $60 for the Trump Bible. Please don't do it. Please don't spend your hard-earned money on that. I'm telling you, just use the pool at any hotel, and when you're in there, go check the drawers. Every hotel has a King James version of the Bible. You can just take it, then replace it. God forgives, don't worry. But do not pay $60 for the Lee Greenwood Trump God Bless the USA Bible. Do not do that. Your parents would be Jesus would be disappointed in you. I wonder what Jesus thinks of this. Oh man. Say how, what's up? Trump's $60 Bible. You can get a free one and a $60 room. Yeah, if you're going to spend $60, get a room. Get a hotel room, and then you get the free one. And don't worry, God forgives. It's all good, man. My goodness, though, people will buy this. There are so many suckers out there for Trump. He just sticks his name on anything. I mean, we saw people buying Trump's face on Rambo's body. and wearing that as a t-shirt like it was some bragging point. Like, there are people that pay top dollar for that stuff. It's like a circus. It's like a carnival. It reminds me of like a music festival, right? You get all the little tents, all the little people who sell different things. They want to pretend like a lot of it's like handmade crafts, but it's really all imported from China or whatever. And you just got people that are willing to blow their money for the impression that they're something, you know, that they're a fish head, that they're a dead head, that they're whatever. Just the impression, you know, the little blown glass mushroom with the hemp braided necklace. And they just want to give the impression, even though they don't live the lifestyle, they've never done mushrooms in their life. They don't subscribe to anything. They don't believe in peace, love, and happiness and caring for others. They just want to give the impression off. And that's like these people. They just want to have this Trump propaganda, this Trump merch, to give off the impression that I'm anti-establishment. But you can't be anti-establishment if you want your guy to be the establishment. That's not anti-establishment. You're not an outsider at that point. In fact, you're quite the opposite. You want a guy who says, it's I alone who can do it. So they see the irony. It's so funny. Oh. Okay, I don't want to keep going on about Trump. There's other things I want to talk about. So hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. And later on tonight, it might be a little bit later, like 9, 10 o'clock tonight. I'm going to try to make it on at some point, though. But if you hit the notification bell, you'll get notified when I go live, because there's other things I want to talk about. And I really, really, really want to do a reaction video to the Bad Boys Ride or Die trailer. I so badly do. So keep an eye out for that on my channel. If I can figure out how to do it without getting a copyright claim, I don't know. It's tricky. It's a minefield to upload stuff to YouTube. And honestly, that terrifies me. I've gotten copyright claims on a bunch of things, an Ellen video, all these things. And it just sucks. And I know a copyright claim is different, but still, you know, you just want your content to exist out there. I'm clearly using it in fair use, but these companies just have ultimate power to F with you. And it sucks because, like, I'm not just re-uploading stuff. I'm putting time, quality, writing, or not quality, but, you know, I'm dedicating my time to writing these bits and to editing and to making sure that it's, you know, unique and it's a whole new creation once I upload it. But still, they just copyright claim it. And yeah, I've been through the disputes and I've lost. So it sucks to put all that work into something that, you know, is a new creation, but the system is where it is. Okay, so thanks for joining me. Say hi, what's up? Thank you for joining. I gotta go, but I will be on later. So again, thank you for watching the class war, the struggle. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you think this Bible is absurd, hit the thumbs up. If you're gonna buy it, tell me in the comments. I gotta know why. I gotta know why you want a Bible with the Constitution in it so you could read about the separation of church and state. In the First Amendment, no establishment of religion. And then in Article 6, how it says there will be no required religious test to hold any office in America. Like, very clear stuff that they did not want to set up an establishment of religion. And it's weird to establish the government within religion. I think that's what they're doing. They're establishing the government within the Christian religion, which is just weird. And the other ironic thing about this, right? These people are very much, I think, doing this, you know, in fear of Islam and all that. And the funniest part about this, when they, you know, equate it to like, oh, do you want to be like China, or do you want to be like wherever? The Middle East, whatever they're talking about. The funniest part is they want a state religion just like the Middle East, and I believe China have state religions, or China has certain religions very, I don't want to say banned, but they're very restricted. And it's funny that their goal, Trump and all these Lee Greenwoods, their goal is to make the U.S. just like a Sharia law state, but for Christians. That doesn't make us free. Land of the free. It's a weird thing. And I'm not saying anything about any religion. I'm just saying to love America, and in Trump's video to say like, oh, your rights are being taken away every day, while pushing for the Bible or a official religion, is like, well, that's what the Middle East has. They have religious states. Their government is ruled by religion. They have Sharia law, which is the law according to their holy book. China, very restricted with what religions you can and cannot worship. And that's what their goal is. I mean, they don't say it. In fact, they stoke the fears of like, you don't want to become like them, but you're not the land of the free if there's an establishment of religion. You're just not. You have no more choice then. And freedom is about choices, correct? All right, but I told you, I could just keep going on forever. And I don't want to. I really don't want to. I just wanted to bring your attention to it. And, you know, if you got any of those crazy uncles or family members, let them know. Do not spend money on this. Like Seha said, use that $60 instead of buying the God Bless the USA Bible. Take that $60, go down to the Holiday Inn. Once you're in the room, that first drawer in the bedside table, you pull it out. The King James Version is there. You can use that one, and God forgives. Thanks for watching. Salute to everybody, and to everybody who has joined the family and subscribed. I appreciate it so much. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I go later today. I go live 5 days a week, every weekday, sometimes twice a day. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Peace.